Hello, welcome to Get Pumped. I'm having technical difficulties with my music, so I'm going to do this probably without today. I hope that you play your own music today, though, okay? Please do. I know it gets really boring and quiet, and it's really hard to be motivated and listen to your own breathing. So if you have music, play it. You can play it on a different device than what you're using now, right? We've got all sorts of things around us, so try to put on some music, and then I have out a variety of weights. If you printed out your tracker, cool. If you didn't, it's okay. But if you printed out your tracker and you looked at it, you kind of see an idea of what our workout's going to look like today. We're going to be doing the full body, okay? What's different about today is we're not going to repeat anything. We have blocks of work, and we have time allotments that we're going to just rep out during. And we're going to work the same muscles in various ways today versus repeating any exercise. Full body, so I have a full set of weights. I'm not even joking when I say I have every set of weight from my 5s to my 17 and a halves out, okay? So if you are lucky and you have that big set of weights, a good variety, take them all out. If you need to at any point, pause me and restart me because you need to switch out your weights, especially if you have like the dial-up ones, or if you have plates you need to switch if you're using a barbell. Okay, just pause me and come back. If at any point you want to just watch what I'm doing, make sure you have the right thing, pause me and come back. And then also you see your RAR score. That is your reps for that set. I would write down personally what weight I used / the number of reps for today. That's how I would track it. So when we get our breaks between sets, you're going to quick write down how many reps you had and what weight you used. You can always fill it in later as well, okay? So I'm going to start the timer, we're going to start the warm-up, and we're going to get going. You have water, sweat towel, and maybe a mat and all of your weights out, correct? Okay, cool. Play that music. Set your watches to traditional weightlifting or cross training, something along those lines, and we're doing our warm-up where we are marching, okay? So let's go ahead and start marching in place. I do not have the workout list on the sidebar today because it was entirely too many exercises to fit in that small space, so you won't see them today. And if you felt like, let's go ahead and take this into a jog, if you felt like you needed them, just follow along with me, you'll be fine, okay? Again, that tracker is there for you to look at if you need it. Otherwise, follow me, I'll be taking you through everything. Let's go ahead and shuffle, tap, shuffle, tap, shuffle, tap, shuffle. Now shuffle, rotate, rotate. You're lifting up that heel, pivoting on the ball of your foot. And let's go ahead and pause center. You're going to take your leg, your hand, because we want to engage your abs and give that stretch to that leg, okay? Your hamstring. All right, so as we're warming up here, really great blocks of work. Really like this class, this workout today, okay? So I hope you do too. We're gonna get a lot of reps in, and this is my, I guess, biggest focus for us today, is don't worry. Let's go ahead and take a lunge, rotate, switch to the other side. Don't worry about how many reps you get. Think about good form today. That was what I was gonna say to you, okay? I really think it's important to focus on your form and getting every exercise near to perfect, right? We're working on it. Focus on the muscles that I tell you we're working. Squeeze those, work on those. Pick your heavier weights. I would say today, go a little bit lighter than you think you might, but go a little bit heavier than you think you might. Does that make sense? Okay. Go ahead and kick one leg forward, reach opposite hand, come up, twist, 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 switch. Reach, come up, twist, twist, twist. I know that some of us have, oops, other side, limited amount of weights, dumbbells, right? But I do also feel like we can push heavier weights than we think. This morning I was doing my workout super quick, and I came to an exercise that I last week used a 30-pound dumbbell on, and I was like, well, I'll just stick with the 30, and I did the 30, and I'm like, this is too light, you know? And so last week, maybe that 30 felt great. This week, it did not. All right, let's go ahead and take some jumping jacks. I needed to go heavier. So that's all I'm saying to you today is listen to your body, okay? We're coming down to the ground for chest fly first. We're gonna do this exercise for 20 seconds. This is a short set to kind of warm up the muscles, okay? So I'm gonna go a little bit moderate here at the start. You're gonna lay down, and your chest fly is just what you think it is, okay? I know I'm coming all the way to the back of my room, my mat's here, so I'm just gonna come here. Out and together. Go ahead and begin. We're just here for 20 seconds. Count out how many reps you can fit in 20 seconds. Goes by really fast. So I got 8 reps. I write that down right now, so get up, write it on your tracker, 8 reps or whatever it was for you. And then we're gonna go into a skier swing. It says hinge or something like that. It's a ski swing. It is butt work, not your back, not your shoulders. So as soon as you see this, start repping it out. And go side profile for you. It's like a kettlebell swing, but you've got 2 weights by your side. I prefer this one to the dumbbell kettlebell swing. All right, did you count your reps? Write it down. I'm telling you, this part goes really fast. We're going into bent over tricep extensions, okay? So you're gonna count your reps. Pick up those weights nice and high, squeeze the shoulder blades together, extend, release. Extend, release. You wanna try to pin your elbows towards your side. And work the back of the arm. You're not swinging, you're swaying your whole body. Write those down really quick, if you can. We're going into a deep squat. Toes forward, tailbone back, feet about hip width. Rack the weights, or you can suitcase hold them. Now the thing with the deep squat, if you have a suitcase hold, sometimes you can't get down as low. Whereas if you front load or top load your weights, you can get that butt down low and your thighs parallel to the ground. Some of you are gonna get that booty drop down pretty far. Whew. All right, pause. Write out your weights and reps real quick. Stretch it on there. All right. If you're not tracking, no worries. We're coming down to a plank next. Hold plank. So now we're warm, we're breathing, we're moving, right? Think of this first set as just that. An extension to the warm-up, starting to engage our muscles, and getting ourselves working. All right, so we're changing things up here. We're going for 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds transition, okay? And I'm gonna, yeah, okay, good. I'm gonna pause this timer so I can speak quickly about the moves that we're doing. Okay, 45 seconds of a bent over fly, stand. Fly, stand. You know when we're doing these, proud chest, long, straight spine. My tailbone is wagging, right? It's sticking out straight behind me, so I fly, and I use my legs and my butt to squeeze myself up to standing. My core is tight, okay? Super important. Then we're gonna come on to all fours. You can put a dumbbell in the nook of your knee, and we're gonna kick the ceiling, full kick. So I think it says like hip extension. I call that a donkey kick. If you need a pad or something for your knees, rolled up towel, sweatshirt, something, then hammer curls. And then if you have a loop, cool, for that, it's called a scap crunch. You don't, that's fine too. It's just basically a pull over crunch. And if you have a loop, you'll loop your wrists and kind of add some resistance to it. I'm not gonna use one today. And I'm not gonna use sliders today either if you look down the row in the workout, okay? So let's start with our fly, stand, and then our donkey kicks. So choose your weights now real quick in your brain, okay? Think about what you're gonna use. And we start in 24 seconds. Okay, counting out your reps. Kind of set up your area. All right, I want to work my back. So I think I'm gonna try these weights. You got one shot at this, so 45 seconds. We're not repeating it, got it? All right, ready, set. Soft knee, toes forward, hinge at the hip. Fly, squeeze those shoulder blades together, stand. Again, this is about your good form. And then you track your weights. As you learn good form, you'll get faster. And then your rep count will go up, right? But let's have a starting point today. That's the whole reason for tracking. A starting point so you can physically visually see your progress on that tracker. Some of us really need to see it. That's motivation, right? To keep going. This is it. Write down on your tracker. Get yourself ready for your donkey kick. Choose a leg, any leg. Put the weight in the nook of your knee. If this is your first time doing it, you can do no weight or a light weight, hands on the shoulders. Heel towards the butt, flex and flatten that foot, lift and lower. You're working your cheek, your peach. You're also trying to keep your weight even between the 3 points on the ground. I don't want you tilting or opening up that hip. It's straight up, straight down. Squeeze the cheek, kick the ceiling. Heel pulled towards your rear. You're holding that weight in your knee. You need to grip it. We got 8 seconds left here. Then we stand up. Remember which leg you did. Write down your reps. Take the weight out gently, safely, carefully. We're going into hammer curls. Then we'll come down into the other leg, okay? Okay, elbows pin into your sides. Start curling. Control the weight. No swinging your swing. Woo-hoo. Is your heart rate up? It should be, because you're moving quickly through resistance training. Not only are your muscles working hard, it's pumping blood to your system, and we need to oxygenate that blood. So your lungs are going to be picking up their pace. Your heart rate's going to pick up its pace. We are working. This is your body saying we're in motion and we need to make sure it's working efficiently. So let's pump all cylinders, right? Count out your reps. Write them down, and we've got donkeys on that other leg, okay? So I'm going to turn myself this way. This angle this time. All fours, hands into the shoulders. Tuck that heel towards the butt. Reach the heel to the ceiling, kick high, right? The goal is to try to get that knee, hip height maybe higher, depending on your flexibility. Squeeze the rear. Trying to balance on all 3 points and not lopsiding yourself, yes? Awesome. Flat back, neutral spine. Squeeze with the cheek, not your back. Cool. Keep going. And don't worry if you get more reps done on this cheek than the other cheek. It'll be fine. Your core is tight. Supporting yourself. Write down your reps. Heading into a crunch, okay? If you cannot get the full crunch, do your crunch here, okay? Otherwise, pretend if you have a loop, loop your wrists. If you have no loop, reach overhead. You're gonna reach forward, not up. We're at a diagonal from the shoulder. See that? Okay? So here's the difference between up, which is what I normally have you do, right? And there's a difference between straight forward, yes, that one's the easiest one. And then there's the middle diagonal. I want you to middle diagonal. So I gave you 2 wrong versions and 1 right version, okay? So try to get straight up. And if the bend in the knees is too much, straighten out your legs. And if it's not challenging enough, bring your feet closer to you and bend your knees more, right? How many reps did you get? Oh, is there a place for it? I don't even know. Write it down. My sheet's not near me, so. Moving on to a new set of work, okay? We are going to 60 seconds of an exercise and a 20-second break, okay? So we're going up to our longest set of work right here. We have a rotating Arnold press. It just, I think, says Arnold press on your tracker. It looks like this. Palms are facing in. Square out, press, turn, come down slow, slow, slow. Normally with an Arnold press, I go here to here and back, and I can go really heavy. Because of this right here, I'm going a little lighter. Are you ready? Stagger your stance if you need to. Box open, press, rotate in, come back down. Box open, press, in, slow it down. That is called the eccentric phase of the muscle, right? Okay. Core is tight. Now we're here for a whole minute, right? So we've got 35 seconds left. If it's starting to feel heavy now, maybe you want to switch it out. And if you're like, I'm not feeling it at all, maybe you want to go a little heavier. I love the feeling of this roll through the shoulder joint, but I'm controlling it with my muscle. That makes sense? I want you to really think about the muscle, not allowing your traps to creep up in your ears, so your shoulders are down and away from your ears, out of your neck. You've got 4, 3, 2, 1. Write it down. You got 20 seconds to write it down. All right, this next one, I'm gonna hold one weight. It is clockwork lunges. We go front, side, back, and then we switch legs and go back, side, front. We work a clock, okay? So I'm gonna hold one weight at my chest, and I'm going to go front lunge, push off my heel. Side lunge, push off my heel. Back lunge, step up into my heel, switch, back lunge, side lunge, push off my heel. Front lunge, push off my heel, switch legs, push off my heel, push off my heel, reverse, reverse again. Do you get it? We're working a clock. Around the clock. And we're doing all the lunges. Front, side, back. Our toes are facing forward the entire time. We're stepping up into our heel, pushing off our heel. Push off your heel, and you're alternating sides. You got 10 seconds left. If you're somebody who needs to even out both legs, please do. And then, if you were counting, write down your reps. I'd say, like, worst case, even if you don't write down your reps, write down what weight you used. That's more important to me than how many reps we did, okay? Next up, I'm going super light. We've got a lift, up, down, lower for 1 minute. All right, think about this. What weight are you gonna use? Shoulders out of the ears, long neck, core tight. Box out your elbows, field goal posts, come back to shoulder height, release. Lift, lift, lower, lower. You're a robot right now. Boop, right? I grab 5s. I know the rotation in my joint. I might be struggling through 8s right now, but my 5s are challenging me in a good way. If this is too much with weight, do it no weight. Gravity will take over. It will still be amazing. So far, so good. We've worked all of our muscles, yes? Release that slowly. Single leg Romanian deadlift, alternating sides. It's just what you think it is. If you can, you're gonna raise that leg like a warrior 3. Pull through your back of your leg and your hamstring, or your glute, your hamstring, okay? And you're switching sides. So if you cannot do the leg off the ground, give me a little peg leg, kickstand. I want all your weight in your standing leg, and then a little bit of balance in that toe. Got it? All right, but if you can, we work on this all the time, right? That nice single leg, warrior 3, flat back, neutral spine, long neck, neutral neck, right? Core tight. Working the back of the leg and the booty. the muscle that propels us through life. And I just remembered, I forgot to do our card, but I have it. Don't go anywhere. We'll take a commercial break for water. And our card, I don't remember what it said. I did pull it this morning. Okay, almost there. 4, 3, 2, 1. If you need to even out sides, even out sides. Write down your weight and reps. We're coming down for a crunch and then an ankle reach. You ready? I am mindful. We'll talk about it. We've got crunch, reach, crunch, reach. Begin. Crunch, reach. We are here for a whole minute. We've got, if you figured out the pattern, upper body, lower body, core in each block. You should feel like your whole body is getting some work today, okay? You're doing awesome. Stay with me. We've got a couple blocks of work left. You can see it on your tracker that we're getting through this little by little, and we're doing awesome. I really like this work that we have on the tracker. And I don't feel like super rushed when we get to this minute block to get the work done, okay? I am one of those people that give me a time, I don't know, go ahead and stop. Either tell me I'm gonna do 10 reps of everything 3 times through Run Slow program, or, right, we got push-ups down here, or just like set a timer like this and say go until I'm done. That's the other thing I like to do. Okay, I am mindful. I understand the impact of my energy, that my energy has on the world, okay? We're going into push-ups next. So we're gonna work for 45 seconds, break for 15. You're gonna do as many push-ups as you can on your knees, your toes, you choose. You can come to a wall, a bench, or a all-fours position for your push-ups if you prefer, okay? Be mindful of how you're using your energy during your push-ups. All right. We begin in 4, 3, 2, 1. Go push-ups for 45 seconds. Make sure that you're pushing with your chest. You're hollowing out your armpits as you come up to the top. All right? This is not an exercise for your shoulders. It is your chest. I want you to squeeze your chest right in the center there. Push the ground away from you. Your fingertips are forward. You can spread your fingertips out wide, get a nice good grip and a base on the ground. I always go wider than my shoulders because I feel better through my joints that way, but you adjust for yourself, okay? Chest to the ground, push it up. Write down how many reps you have done. If you have a slider, you're gonna do a slider lunge, pull it in. Remember, your weight's all in that standing leg. It is not in that back leg. I'm gonna just do one weight. If you have no slider, follow me. Lunge, step in, stay on the same side. Lunge, step in. Your back leg's there for balance. Step up in your front heel. We're moving, we're moving. So I have my right leg forward. This first time, you will get a chance to do the other leg. Just not yet. Remember which leg you are doing. Stay with me. You got 10 seconds left here. We're gonna come to the ground. We've got a dynamic blackbird, it's back, okay? Go ahead and write down your reps. There's the timer. So, lay down on your stomach after you write down your reps. Lift your chest, take the hands to the small of your back. When I say go, you're gonna pull your elbows together. Go, elbows together. Extend the arms, circle around. Come back. Lower, release everything. Squeeze, lift. Circle around. Stay lifted, circle back. Release everything. You are anchoring your toes in the floor, squeezing your butt and your back, And then releasing. Oh my goodness. Woo, hardest one for me. Breathe. You was holding my breath while I was talking. That's not good. Lift. Blow out your air. Inhale. We get one more in. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo, Lordy. Okay, back to our lunges. I'm gonna forget that ever happened. Those are my hardest ones for sure. Switch legs. If you're sliding, remember, push all of your weight in your front leg, down and back. And if you're not sliding, same thing. I want 90% of your weight in your front leg. You should feel this on the back of your thigh and your butt. Remember when I said earlier today, I want you to focus on the muscles you're working, okay? We're gonna come down next into a plank position. If you have sliders, you're gonna do slider climbers. You have 2 sliders and you're gonna mountain climb on them. Follow your foot in the slider. If you have no sliders, you're gonna mountain climb with me. We're gonna go knee to nose, alternating legs. Woo, 5 seconds here. And time. Go ahead and write down your rep count. Okie dokies, okie dokies. Mountain climbers or slider climbers, okay? You can control your pace here for 45 seconds. What I want is your shoulders over your wrists. Knee to nose, knee to nose, knee to nose, knee to nose. Okay, so we can stay here and really contract those abs, or you can speed it up. Still contracting your abs, just moving faster. I'm gonna slow it down and squeeze a little tighter, okay? But you, do you for 22 more seconds. Just don't stop, okay? You need to come down to a knee plank and hold, but don't lay there on the ground. Keep moving with me, okay? No cheating. 9 seconds. This is your core section. Extra bonus shoulders right here and time. Woo! Did you count your mountain climbers? You counted one, write it down. Okay, rest. And then right into a quick one. It's gonna be 20 seconds of work, 10 seconds break, okay? This first one is a passing row. So let me show you that super quick. I actually think I'm gonna love this one. It's one weight, a bent over row. Okay, it looks like this. Wide row, switch hands. Wide row, switch hands. Wide row, switch hands. Cool, right? You'll see when you get there. That's move 1. Then we're supposed to go slider hamstring curls. If you have sliders, you're gonna put them under your heels and you're gonna slide them in and bridge up, okay? If you're like me and no sliders, we're gonna walk it out, and in. Dig your heels into the ground, heels close to the butt, heels away from the butt, okay? Then we're gonna stand up and do a wide bicep curl. Then we're gonna squat and do a glute lift. I'll show you what that looks like when we get there. V-sits are our very last thing. Let's go. Wide row, and I'm gonna challenge myself with a heavy weight. Going heavier than my 15, okay? Because I'm doing one arm at a time, so why not? It is toes forward, tailbone back. Wide feet distance, right? Hinge forward. Make sure you've got your core tight. Long, straight spine. Wide row switch. Wide row switch. So a passing wide row. What's cool about this is you really have to offset your balance. You got 10 seconds left. Because you're uneven and you're trying to make both shoulder blades do the same work, right? You need to even out, even out. You don't want to end on an odd number. Write that down. I could do those for a lot longer, for sure. Hamstring bridges or sliders. Lift. Walk it out, walk it out, walk it in, walk it in, walk it out, walk it out, walk it in. Butt stays lifted the whole time. You need to put your hands on your hips to remind yourself of that, okay? Draw your belly button towards the ceiling, hips towards the ceiling. Dig those heels into the ground. Step, step, we are done. Woo! Standing at 4. Wide curls. It's only 20 seconds, so go heavy. Go heavy, challenge yourselves here at the end. Are your biceps cashed out yet? Or can you do it? I picked up these heavies. I'm gonna go for it. Because we're only gonna get like 8 reps in. Time. Okay. Squat. You can either hold them up here or hold them down here. Squat. Tap that toe back, squeeze your glute. Squat. Squeeze that glute. Squat. Squeeze. It's supposed to be like a scrape back, right? So squat, you can either pick up your toe and squeeze, or squat, drag that toe and squeeze. Woo. Finish off, even out. Coming down for a V-sit. I really like that one too. All right. V-sit hold. All right, we're here. That's it. That's it. If you want, you can always come to boat, right? If you want to challenge yourself a little bit. Or here. All right, butterfly stretch. You made it to the end. We did it. Woo, good job, good job. What did you think of that today? What was your favorite exercise? I will say it was those last two before V-sit. I'm sorry. The passing bend over wide row and the squat scrape, squat scrape. My favorites today, for sure. Love those. My least favorite, the dynamic backward. It's so hard. Another one I love is the skier swing. That was way back in the beginning. Do you remember that one? All right, so if you haven't written things down, if you can remember what you used for everything, write it down now. Here's your chance. We're gonna stretch everything out. I did like this workout. How did you feel about it? And whether you liked it or not, how do you feel about yourself right now that you got it done? Be mindful of the way you feel and the way you react to your feelings, right? Hopefully you feel good. You did something. Maybe you're reminding yourself you need to go buy some more weights. Hopefully they're becoming more readily available again. I always say this, treat yourself to this equipment. It will be worth it. You don't want it laying around. And if somebody in your house says, why are you gonna buy that? It's just gonna lay around. You prove them wrong, right? You show them that you're using them. So it is always worth it to invest in this equipment for yourself. Building muscle, especially as we age, strength training is very important. So it's good for your bone density, it's good for your posture. There's so many things that happen to our systems, right? And we want to have a nice strong frame from the ground up and the top down, right? So we work everything just like we did today. If there's anything else that you want to stretch out, please do. Take the time to do that, and tomorrow we will be back here for cardio countdown, 30 minutes of cardio training. Same warm-up we did today. We're starting to learn it, right? All right, have a great day. Thank you for joining me for a lift. If there's any sections you want to go back and do more of, go for it. Look at how many reps you did and what weight you used, and just repeat that. You can always do a little add-on set here, okay? This workout will be here for you whenever you want. Just click on the link. All right, bye everybody, have a great day.